Even at this age, I can forget things, and I can figure it out. Hi everyone, it's Miss Kate.
And Miss Hazel.
Today we're going to do something that anybody can do at any time. If you're looking for something to do, find some yarn. We're going to finger knit. So if you've never finger knitted before, it's different than using knitting needles, but you just need a hand and some yarn. So it's pretty great. So I'm going to show you how to start.
Both your hands?
Both your hands, yes. You need both your hands and some yarn and eventually some scissors. We're going to start with it here on the back of your palm. We're going to go over your index finger, behind your middle finger, over your ring finger, go back and around one more time. And then you're going to hold, this is where it goes across your palm. You're going to hold it down here. So now you have these two lines like this, and you're going to bring that one over. The first one sort of flops because it's the end. And then you're going to bring over the next one, and the next one, and the next one. So now you have the one line, and you have to get two more lines again. So you're going to go, there we go, over your index finger, under the middle finger, over the ring, over your pinky, behind your ring, over, back behind here, and hold it down. And then keep bringing it over. So you can do this as long as you want or as long as your yarn piece is. Sometimes kids like to add a different color too because they've run out of yarn or they just want theirs to be multicolored. So you could tie another piece on. But it is one of those repetitive, that means you're doing the same thing over and over again. Kind of, not really a project, but it's just sort of fun. Some kids make them really long and then they give them to people as scarves.
We've also seen kids sew, because they're somewhat narrow, sew them together or braid them together, make 3 different ones with different colors and then braid them together.
Yes.
Also, kindergartners can do this, first graders.
See how I pushed that down a little bit too? Because I don't want to get too close to the top of my fingers, otherwise it'll all fall out. But look at what it looks like now. Yeah, it looks pretty great, doesn't it? And it's easy to do. Mine are pretty tight. Like when you first start, yours might be really loose. But because I've done this so many times, I know how to keep it tight, and you'll get better and better at it. But also look at how I kind of spread my fingers out a little bit so it doesn't get too tight on my fingers, because then it makes it harder to bring over the bottom over the top.
So when you're wrapping it around, you don't want to pull it super tight.
No, because it'll
really hard to then pull it over your fingers.
Yes, and also then your fingers might turn all red because you've made it too tight. So every once in a while, just sort of like push it down, spread your fingers out a little bit. The bottom goes over the top line. When I put on a new line, I make sure it's on the top, and then I pull the bottom one over the top. Bottom one over the top. I'm going to stop after I do this last row.
Oh, you could make a headband for yourself.
Oh, you could. That would look nice. But let's say you wanted to be done for the day. Oops, done for the moment. But you want to come back to it. If you take a pencil and you put it through the loops.
When you're down to one loop.
Yes. You've done your last row and you want to save it. You can put a pencil through it and hold it like this. And when you come back to it, you can carefully take it off. I'm ready to do this. I'm trying to make sure I get it back off again. I'm going to go like this, and then, I did the same thing. How come I can't get this back off? I forgot how to do this. This is good for me.
You have it right.
Okay, now I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, here we go. I just forgot what I was doing. Even at this age, I can forget things, and I can figure it out. Okay, so we'll do one last row, and I'm going to show you the last trick of the day.
Ooh, I like a good trick.
Now, I can just keep going with this, but I want to show you what could happen if I decided, that was fun for the moment, but I don't need to save it. Okay, so my next trick for you is to show you how to end it. So I'm going to cut a piece off. Okay, I'm going to weave it through. So I'm taking this
now
string.
You're done. Is that
Now I'm done. That was my last one.
So that's pointer. That's going through the pointer.
Going through the pointer. It went in through the back, and it's going to go through this. So I'm going to go in and out like this, just like I did across my fingers. I'm going to go through this side.
That was middle finger.
That was middle finger. I went through the front. Now I'm going to go through the back on my ring finger. Like this. And through the front of my pinky.
Oh.
And that way it'll stay together. I'm also going to tie that off. But the other side needs to be tied off because I could completely unravel this side too.
Bracelet.
It could be a bracelet. I'm going to take this, so I have 2 loops here. I'm going to take my end and loop it through twice. And leave a little bit of a hole right there so I can knot it off.
Oh.
And that way I can pull it and it won't come undone. If I hadn't done that, the whole thing would have unraveled. I have to do the same thing over here. So I pulled it all the way through. Now I'm going to loop it back through one of them. It doesn't really matter which one. And tie it off on this side so it doesn't come undone. So that I'm not sad that I did all that work for nothing. So that is finger knitting. You can make it as long as you want. Have fun with it. It's always great to have something to do when you're looking for something to keep yourself busy. Thanks for coming to see us, everyone. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye, friends.